Hi everyone, how are you this Tuesday? Beginning of a new year. Happy New Year. This is January 2nd today. My name is Bess McCarty. I am founder and coach with the MLM Millionaire Club School for Network Marketers, making network marketing simple. And today's topic is, I would like to tell you some stories about how to do a challenge. A challenge could be, for network marketers, could be a 30, 60, or 90-day challenge to really boost your new year. So this is the most popular time to do one. And I'd like to just give you a little inside info about what doing a challenge is like and some stories that I've done or that I've helped people through. Of course, I'm not in a network marketing company. I was full-time for many years, but I'm dedicated solely to coaching right now. I do not want to split my time. I want to do this well, so I'm not dividing my company between a team and you. I'm yours. So doing a challenge, just to define what that is, it could be many creative things, but one example is to get 20 recruits in 30 days, like Eric Worre teaches. And then you can turn around and help your team to do the same thing, your new recruits or your existing team that has been watching you and getting inspired by you. Or it could be defining a company convention that you want to get everyone, all of your teammates to, and using that as the goal, and that you will enroll so many people and bring so many people to that event. And it could be all of this combined, so it could be a lot of creative ideas to do it. However, it is the very best way that I know to boost your team, enliven them, wake them up, be a good role model leader, and show them by example how this is done. And it's quite thrilling, it's quite exciting, and kind of addictive when you get into the momentum of it, because it can just carry you forward. And it's quite an exciting time. Challenging, yes, but very rewarding because you really face yourself. So, can you do it without a coach? Do you need a coach? The people that I know say they definitely do better when they have a coach. So, yes, you can do it by yourself, or you can multiply your results with a good help and a good mentor and a professional coach, like I've helped many people to do. So, another reason to have a coach, not only to multiply your results, but to face the blocks that come up, that you don't have to do it alone. And if you have an accountability partner and a coach, then you can bust through those blocks quicker than you could by yourself. Even your upline is not professionally trained in therapy, in clearing the psychological blocks that always come up. So that is what having a professionally trained coach can do, and pretty wonderful if you can have one who's actually a therapist too, like is my background, because you will reach those mindset blocks that come up. So having someone that can bust through those in minutes with you, what's that worth? Pretty great, isn't it? Like to tell you a couple of stories. I posted a picture earlier of whitewater rafting. How many people have ever done this? Have gone kayaking, or even whitewater canoeing or rafting or anything? You know that it can be pretty challenging. That's what I think a challenge is, doing a challenge like we're describing, a 20, 30, 60, or 90-day challenge. You run into things. You run into all sorts of expected things, guaranteed. And it's wonderful if you are trained before that, so that you can navigate these rough waters and surprise waters when they come up. Hello, Tatiana. Welcome. How are you? Happy New Year. If anyone is watching the replay, I'd love if you type in replay. If you consider yourself a network marketing pro, I'd love if you type that in. Or any goals that you might have for your New Year's. That would be cool to share, that you feel comfortable sharing in the group. It would be very cool. So I'm describing what it is like to do a challenge. And I'll tell you the story of, I've helped a lot of people through their challenges, supported them through it. A couple have come out jumping 2 ranks as a result. Their goal was 1, but they jumped 2. So I'll tell you what one of those was like. Was it easy? No. One of them was a man who we really rolled up our sleeves and worked on the mindset clearing and the skills first before he even did the challenge. And I get very, very serious with you when I lead you through a challenge. So what we did is we worked for 1 solid month, very, very intensely, daily, and cleared out the mindset blocks that are in the way, the negative belief systems that can get in the way of doing a challenge. A real big one is deserving for a lot of people, believing that they can do it, or letting other things get in the way, other relationships, health, family issues get in the way. Welcome, Femi. Happy New Year. So these are some of the obstacles that can try to knock you out of your whitewater raft, some of the white waters that come up. Welcome, Eric. Glad to see you. Happy New Year. So the challenges. What we did, this man and I, is we worked for this solid month on clearing out the mindset, and we worked daily and deeply. And this was someone who's already done a lot of personal growth work on themselves. But it was the next layers to come up, and it could have interfered with the challenge. So thank you for the likes and loves, everybody. I really appreciate it. And if you consider yourself a network marketing professional, I invite you to type pro in the comments, because I'd like to congratulate you. Also, if you know somebody who is thinking of doing a challenge, or you think they would like to know a little bit about doing a challenge and to consider one and learn about it, please share the video, because I'd like to reach as many people as I can. That's my goal. That's what I'm here for, dedicated solely to coaching network marketers. So what we did is we worked for very, very deeply, daily, to clear out the mindset blocks that came up. And I happen to have methods that can do that very, very, very quickly. My work has frequently been compared to Tony Robbins, and that's the closest that I know that I can describe it. And it can happen real fast. It doesn't have to take years of psychotherapy or any of that stuff. But it is work. You have to roll up your sleeves, be serious, get down to it. And I get very, very, very serious with people. So another thing we did during that month was we got his skills up to a 10, the 7 skills of network marketing. Where to find people, what to say to them, how to invite them to your business, how to present, including telling your story, how to follow up, including handling objections, and signing them up, training them right, and getting them to events. So those are the 7 skills defined by Eric Worre in his GoPro book. And we get those up to a 10. And one way I like to do that is kind of on the job. So during that month of training, what this person did is brought to our coaching sessions the experiences he was already having with people. Like, this didn't go well. How could this go better? Or what could be the next step for this? So we'd role play and practice so that he would be very, very good and sharp and connecting with the person when he did go back and talk with them to remedy the situation or take it to the next step. And what we also did is when he had a VIP person, a person that he really, really didn't want to blow it with coming up, he wanted to approach, he's kind of scared, on his chicken list, kind of scared to approach this person. We role played and practiced that. And I covered any possible objections that person could have until he felt comfortable that no matter what he threw at him, he would feel comfortable going in and talking to this person. So that gets your confidence up, doesn't it? When you get your skills up, guaranteed. So we role played and practiced these things during that month too to get his skills up. And so now he's armed with all of these skills and the positive thinking, clearing out any fears, negative beliefs, and he goes forward to do his challenge. Even then, what comes up is scheduling or surprises. Things can come up with the family, with someone gets ill. You feel responsible helping someone with this or that difficulty that they're going through. So let alone your own mindset challenges or your own skills that you might run into, there's other scheduling, other temptations, other distractions that always come up. Guaranteed, you guys. You won't even expect that. And you think, oh, I can breeze through this myself. But when you have someone alongside you and checking with you daily to clear out these obstacles, these distractions, to handle them. You do many, many, many times better the results when you do a challenge. And I check in with my people daily because I don't want you to lose an hour or a day or a week during your challenge, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 months long, because that's all important. And the effort that you put in to this during this time multiplies your results than if you would do it in a slow, steady basis through the year. That's why this is like so important, not to lose any time. And that's why I'm in very close. I actually run it with you, run this challenge, this marathon with you. I'm very, very close in helping you to overcome the blocks and nip the distractions right away when they happen, or handle it in the best way that does not detract from your results. So who wouldn't like that? That's wonderful. So as I mentioned, this person and even another person jumped 2 ranks rather than the one that they had as a goal. And some people have said it's all due to the coaching. That was the whole difference. You may ask, well, what does a challenge cost? You may rule this out because you think I can't afford all this. And I will tell you that I have something for every budget. There's the ultimate, which I love giving and doing, but there's also steps down from that too. So I do have something to fit every budget. I have something for your budget. I can guarantee that. So I welcome you to click on the link that I will post in the comments shortly. Watch the free instant webinar that I've prepared for you that describes how to do a challenge, and then follow the steps to setting up a free call with me, a free conference call with me privately, so that we can go over any questions that you might have, and get you fully appraised of what it takes to do a challenge. I do hope that everyone watching this considers that, because it'll blow your socks off if done properly. It'll blow your business up. Hello, Marietta. Welcome. Thank you for being here. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, I'd love if you shared it, and if you do, put that in the comments so I can know, and thank you for that. So, what does I just told stories of what a challenge actually looked like for one person, and a little bit more about the preparation month that I like to lead people through. A month or 2 month preparation is gosh, that's heaven. That's heaven for getting the results. What I do during that month is clear the mindset, as I mentioned, get your 7 skills up to a 10. I check your funnel, which is the series of tools that you lead a prospect through, and make sure those are the best that can be. Thank you for the likes and loves, everybody. And I also help you to get your story compelling so that you have that tool to use. I help you to get your list together. I help you to clear your schedule. And if you have family, you're going to need to negotiate with them. You know, who does what chores, and how much can you support me, and what can your family expect as you go through a challenge. So I help you to negotiate with them in the best possible way, and the best communication tools that I have to get their support and their preparation, because you're all in this together. And then, as I mentioned, I do the daily support, walking right along with you. So it's quite thrilling to do. This is the time of year to do a challenge, and I invite you to take a look at that webinar that I will post in a minute. Before I get off, are there any questions that anyone has about doing a challenge? Go ahead and type those in. And as always, type in any question that you have for a network marketing coach. This is your time to ask. You know, what do I do in this situation or that situation? Thank you for the likes and loves, everybody. Again, if you're watching the replay, please type in replay so that I can thank you for that. If you share, please type in share so I can thank you for that. Does anyone have a question or a comment? Have you done a challenge? How did you like it? What was your result? Was it as hard as you expected? Was it easier than you expected? What was your result with the challenge? Or what questions do you have about doing a challenge? Love to hear these in the comments if you type them in. And also, if you just want to type where you're from, I'd be curious to welcome you from there. Well, thank you, everybody. If there aren't any comments, then I will then post that link to a Facebook event where you can find that free instant webinar to learn more about doing a challenge. You will roll up your sleeves. It will be work, but you will feel so good about yourself afterward. And of course, you'll enjoy the income that comes as a result and the inspiration that you are to your team. It will wake them up. They will turn their heads. And wouldn't you love to get them on stage with you? Yeah. So this is quite an exciting time for your life. Remember that you are one decision away from a completely different life. You can do this. And I'm here for you. I have the tools. We can do this. Okay, take care, everybody. Message me if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for. Everyone take care. Love you. Happy New Year. Do good. Take care. Bye-bye.